Hello my loves, it is time to do another project pan update. It has been 3 months since I last did my first update and I am ready to show you guys my progress so far. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty. And I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. So if that's the kind of things you like to watch, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Alright guys, welcome. It is project pan update number 2 and I feel like I have also made some more progress with this. And I am just having so much fun doing this, like having a go. And then every time like I finished up something, I was like so excited and proud of myself. And then like I mentioned in the first update, I was going to do this as kind of like a rolling project pan. So if I finish up anything, I was going to add some things. So I will be adding some things today because I did finish up some products that I am very proud of. Also, before we do jump into this project pan, if you're curious about my eye look, I did film this. This is with the Blend Bunny Primal palette. If you want to see more on that, I'll link that video below. I'll put up in the corner. I did 3 different looks with that. This was the final look. I went full rainbow and I'm really loving it. So just in case you're wondering, but of course my makeup will always be linked in the description below. But now let's get into this project pan. I'm going to start off with like base makeup and go from there. So I was working on 2 primers in this project pan. Oh, my hand is so dirty. But I was trying to get through the Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer, as well as the Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For No Filter Mattifying Primer and Complexion Perfector. That is such a long name, but I actually finished both of them. Yes, I got through 2 primers, guys. I was working so hard to get through these. Like if I pump it, I mean like nothing is, well, that just spurted everywhere. But like very little is coming out of the thing. Well, looks like some stuff's actually stuck. Oh, okay. Anyways, it's pretty much done. Little things are spurting here and out of that, but nothing substantial enough to do like my whole face for primer. And then this one right here, which I'll even show you guys, like I really tried to make sure nothing would come out. Like I'm trying, guys, and nothing is in there. So yes, finished 2 primers. I will show you the replacement products like at the end, what I'm going to be adding. And then I also was working on some foundation. So I'm going to be real, I have not used this too much at all. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light Soft Matte Hydra Makeup. And I mentioned in that first update that I totally forgot this was in my project pan. And I still haven't touched it too much. But really what I've been using this for is to lighten any foundation that's too dark, because this is on a very light side for me. This is more like a winter shade. And I don't know why I added it to my project pan when I'm going into summer. But there are some foundations that are still a little too dark for me because I haven't fully got my like full summer tan. So I've been kind of mixing this in, but I haven't really been using this alone. So I think I might struggle to finish this one up. But yeah, I'm going to be real, I haven't used this a lot. Then going on to 2 other foundations that I was working through, and I've done really well with these 2. So I had the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear makeup, the 24-hour fresh wear, and I put lines like where they're at, and I've used the shade 470 the most. So I'll show you guys up close, both of them. So this is 435, which is my lighter shade, but where the 3rd line is at is where I've made progress to. So the 435 one, it's used last because it's lighter for me and it's not the right shade for me right now that I have a tan. And then this one is like my perfect shade. So I've used a lot more. Like you can see there's a lot more of a gap. And before I was using this one a lot more because this was more my like in between going from winter to summer shade. So I think I've done really well with both of these. I feel like I'm going to be almost done or done with these 2 foundations by the end of the year. And the last foundation is this one. This is the Healthy Foundation from Physicians Formula and MC1. I also had another shade in my project pan, MN3, but I finished that one up. But this one is the lighter shade. And I've been using this to mix in with darker foundations or to even use as like a concealer or to brighten up certain areas of my face because it is on the lighter side. And with this product, for some reason, it's really hard to see through it all. Like it doesn't show any lines where it really settles. So I don't know how much I've really used of this, but I did take off the stopper and there's quite a bit in there. So I do feel like I have a lot more work with this one. Because I haven't been using it to fully like cover my face, and it's been more as an add-in. So I'm not getting through this one as fast as I got through like the darker one that really matched me, but I am working on it. I'm really trying. So these two foundations, I have a lot more work to go through. Then the other thing that is really a concealer, but I guess it's kind of like more as a foundation for me. This is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer from Too Faced in the shade Warm Beige. I have been working on this a lot, so I am trying to get through this. This is another one that doesn't really settle, like it doesn't ever show where it sits at, but I feel like I've gotten a good amount of use. Like I can see it's kind of sheer up here. This one is another one I can't tell, but I have been using this a lot. I just still have, I think, a good amount to go through, so that still has a lot in there. And then going on to concealers, like ones that I'm using as true concealers, I had the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer. And this one is like a never-ending product, guys. I don't feel like I'm hitting pan at all. And I've used this so much. Like this is the main concealer I use almost every day to go to work. Even on the weekends when I'm doing like makeup looks, I'm using this concealer and it's never ending, I'm telling you guys. And this one maybe has kind of settled right down here. I feel like I'm at here, but like there's a lot still sticking on the thing, but where I can kind of see a line, it's like right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like right down there. But I swear if I don't have this done by the end of this year, I'm gonna scream because I have been trying so hard to get through this. I think eventually I'll remove the stopper so I can really like get in there and dig through it. And then I also had the Tarte Shape Tape, the like original concealer. I haven't touched this that much because I've been so focused on this ultra creamy one. And I mean, you can tell there's like a lot more weight to this than this one. So this one is pretty much full. I only used it a few times because it is a new concealer in my like collection. So I haven't used too much of the like concealers up, but I have made some progress on the foundation, and of course I used up some primers. Now getting into powders. So I'm gonna go right to the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass Powder, and this one I have created lines for it. So I'm gonna show you guys where I'm at now. So this is the third line. So it was up here, then it was here on update 1, and now update 2. Isn't that great? I have been using this a lot too, to like set my under eyes whenever I make my like makeup for work, or just whenever. I even traveled with this one when I went to Europe because I was really trying to focus on getting this down. And I do feel like by the end of the year, if it's not completely done, I'll at least be like down here. Like that's where I'm projecting it to be. But I've made a lot of progress on this one. And then I'm also trying to use up the NYX HD finishing powder, which broke. So basically it's right here. I probably should have marked it in the first video. I didn't even think to do that because I can kind of like have it sit like this. So let me get eyeliner. I don't even have a freaking permanent marker. I can't find one right now, but I'm gonna mark it. I'm sure it was higher, but this is where it's at. It's basically a loose powder for me at this moment, but I have been using this a lot, and I'm sure I'll have this finished by the end of the year. Then I was also working on the Nabla, what is this? The Close Up Pressed Powder, which I have gotten so much pan on this. The pan is so much bigger than the last time. Like you'll see, like the before photo is definitely like different. Like the pan is smaller, but look at that. This should be done by the end of the year. I have high hopes that this will be completely empty. But yes, there's my beautiful pan. I love seeing a pan in a product. And then the other powder, which I actually finished up. Yes, it's done. This is the Aquasurance Compact Foundation from JCat. This is in the shade Natural. I actually want to get another one of these, but I'm trying not to pick up another one until I finish like a lot more powders in my collection. So I've been holding off, but I'll show you guys. There's nothing. Like, I really scraped the edges, everything. This is more just like staining at this point, but there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. If you hear my cat in the background, please ignore it, but I'm very proud of this, and I really do like this. This is like my favorite powder foundation. That's why I've been wanting to get another one, but I'm gonna hold off because I have a lot to work on still. And then I'm going on to bronzers. I think that was it for powder. So I was trying to get through the Gigi Gorgeous bronzer. This was a Ipsy collab when I used to have Ipsy. And this is where it's at. I feel like the pan's a little bigger than what it was before. But because this is on the lighter side for me right now, because I've gotten some color, it is kind of light. Like, it's not the best bronzer for me right now, but I still use it. And I've been concentrating more on this side because I feel like this side's a little better. This one's a little lighter, more cool tone, but the pan is definitely bigger than what it was before. At least hopefully you guys can tell with the before photo. Then going on to this chisel palette from Tarte. This is the Park Avenue Princess palette. This has contours, bronzers, and highlighting powders in it. And this is my main palette I've been using as a bronzer. And you'll see, I definitely have bigger pans in it. I think it's showing in the photos that there's a difference. And I do have a bigger dip in this one. I don't know if that can really show on camera. There's definitely a significant dip in the middle of that powder. And then this bronzer right here, which is the main bronzer I've been using, has a little bit of a dip. I don't think it's gonna show, but this is the bronzer that I use on a regular basis. It has like a satin sheen to it, so it's really pretty. And then sometimes I mix it with this one because I am trying to use this one up, but this one is just a little darker, so sometimes I mix the two, or if I want a more dramatic bronzer, then I'll go with this one. But these ones have been so pretty because they have that satin finish to them, and these ones are true mattes, and I love like a more satin or glowy bronzer in the summer. So I've been really concentrating on these two because I want to get pan on at least one of these by my next Project Pan update. So that is the goal. One of these need to have pan by that moment. But yes, that is like the bronzers and powders. Then going on to blushes, which I only put 2 because it's really hard to pan a blush, especially if you have a huge collection and you only use very little every time you put like blush on your face. But I'm gonna show you guys, I panned a blush. I can't believe I did this, but this is the Burt's Bee blush and I think Toasted Cinnamon. And this is the one that I was really concentrating on, and now I have pan. Look at that. I have a little pan. I didn't think that would be ever possible in a blush, but I am so proud of that little guy right there. And I know by the end of this year, the pan will be even bigger. That was like my ultimate goal, to at least get a little bit of pan in a blush and see if it is even possible. So I worked really hard to get to that point. And then I also had the Natasha Denona Mini Bloom, which I've been using lately because this is a perfect summer blush, but there is no pan or really any dip in this. And this is a mini one, so I'll just show you guys. Like, there's not that much progress on this, but I'm working on this one. I've just been focusing so much on this blush that I haven't used this one as much as I've been like playing with that one. But yes, pan on a blush. Who thought that was possible? And then I did have some eye primers. Well, I forgot to mention this, I think, in the last update that I did, but I've been using the Zoeva Eyeshadow Fix Matte Longwear Primer, and this one's almost done. I mean, it's hard, you know, to tell because you can't see through the packaging, but when I feel it, I like go up here and I feel like I really have to press at this point to get any of the primer to come out. So I'm pretty sure that I'll have this done by the end of this year. Like, I think this will be empty on my next update. So that is what I'm working on. And then I have some lippies, which I highly doubt I made any progress on this. I was trying to work on the Viper Lip Plumper from Navla, which you can't see what's in here. I do use this all the time to hydrate my lips, but this is a never-ending product. I think it's going to take me a really long time to get through this one, but you can't tell. I mean, there's still a good amount of product in this, but I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. And then I also had, I think these two right here, yeah, the ColourPop Just a Tint Lippies, and I had this one in my purse, so I'm sure I made some progress on this one because I've been using it at work, like on a regular when I need something for my lips, and I feel like it's like just the perfect shade, whether I'm wearing something warm tone or cool tone. But this is the shade called Rise and Shine. I'll show you guys where it's at now, which I don't know if there's progress, but I'll have to compare with the other photo from the previous update, but that's where it's at. I mean, it's still a good amount left. I don't know why I put lippies in here. Like, that's so impossible to get through at how little you need to put on your lips. And I have such a big lipstick collection, and I tend to rotate my lip products very often, and I like to just go with lip products that, you know, happen to match the look I'm using or doing. But the other one is Z Boys, which I don't think I've used this one as much as the other one. I did take this on a trip with me, but this one has a lot more. You'll see, like, there's a lot more in this component than the other one. So I have to work on this because this is a perfect summer shade. It's kind of like a peachy nude. So I feel like this would work with a lot of looks that I'm doing, which actually let's add some right now because I could use some more lip color. There we go. There we go. We're making progress. And then I also had this lip balm. Was it this one? No, it was this one. I don't think I had this other one. I just found this one, but I had this one in here. This is the Passion Fruit Lip Balm from Juvia's Place, which this one is one I use quite a bit, like in the morning before I put my makeup on or before I like film a video when my lips are like really dry. So hopefully there's some progress on this. Yes? Is there any? And that was it for lip products. And there's one thing I almost forgot to mention, and I feel like I almost forgot it in the last video, but I was also working on this Pure Cameo contour stick, which has like a bronzer side. It's not really a contour for me, and then like a brightening cream side. So I have been playing with this. I've been playing with this here and there. So this one's like almost done. You guys will see like the plastic is right here at this point, and then the rest is product, which this is definitely lower than when I last showed it. So I do feel like I could have this done by my next update. Yeah, there's a lot less product in this, and I've been kind of into using like cream bronzers lately. And then here's the highlighting side, which this one will have a lot more product because I don't use this side as much as the other side. Yeah, there's a lot more. I'll put it where the plastic ends. So that's what's left of the cream side, which I don't think this is that much different from when I last showed this. But I do use this to like go in the center or like highlight under here if I brought the bronzer too far, or use it on my forehead, but I still don't use it as much as I've been using the bronzer side. But that was also something I almost forgot to mention. But that was the last product in my project pan. Now I want to show you guys the products that I want to add since this is a rolling project pan. So I'm going to add 2 primers to the mix. So I'm going to include the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. I use this quite a bit, like for hydration. Lately, I feel like some days my skin has been on the drier side, or I've been using this as a moisturizer without like any makeup. So I feel like I could get through this. I have quite a bit in here, and I've had this for a while in my collection, so I want to work on using this up. And then the other primer that I want to add is the No Problem Primer from Touch and Sew, which this one has been in my collection for a while. It's a really good smoothing primer, and I think it works very well on my oily skin. So I was like, you know what? Let's try to get this to like half maybe by the end of the year. I mean, it's perfect for the summertime right now, so I'm going to mark it. I think it's sitting like right at this point, so let me get my trusty eyeliner pen and I'm gonna mark it right here. This is where it's at. This one, yeah, this is pretty much where it's at. So that's the line. I'm gonna keep it there. We'll see where we get to next time. So then I was like, you know what, let me also add this eye primer, which I don't know why I didn't add this from the start, but this is the MAC, what is it, Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I've had this for a very long time, and it has a significant dip in it. If you guys can see, there's a big dip. And I was like, you know what? I should try to like pan this or get to the bottom of it at least, because I've had it so long and I really need to use this up. And it's like one of my favorite eye primers. It's an OG product of mine. So I am going to add that to this project pan, and I think that's it, because I don't want to add too much and then overwhelm myself, because I still have a good amount of products to try to get through. Anyways guys, that was everything for this project pan, all the things that I have been working on and the things that I wanted to add. And I've been having so much fun doing this. Like I said in the beginning, it's just fun to have a goal and something to work towards, and it's just so fun when I finally finish up something. I'm like, yes, I've achieved something. And this has also helped to remind me that I don't need to keep buying more stuff, because it takes so long to use up a product, and there's so many things that end up sitting in our collection that end up expiring that you never use up and never fully get your money's worth. And I feel like by doing this, I am getting my money's worth from these products. Anyways guys, you'll have to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Am I doing well on this project pan? Do I need to do better? Are you working on a project pan? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy these kind of videos and you like a lot of fun and colorful makeup content, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I'd love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will link my other project pan videos. I will link all the products that I mentioned here today if you want to check it out, try them for yourself. I will also link my contact and social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_beauty. So if you want to check me out over there, I would really, really love that. Anyways guys, thank you so much for being here, for watching this video, for supporting my channel, and just being amazing. I really appreciate all of y'all, and I just hope you all are doing well wherever you are in the world, and I'm just sending you all so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.